Talking about risk data aggregation and risk reporting, what is coming next, what will change for the banking system?
This is perhaps one of the most interesting times to be in the banking industry. A lot is changing, a lot is in flux. But I think there is a very interesting and to me a very happy movement towards regulatory coherence. So we had FinRep and CoRep with a data point model as a structure, and now we are moving into the next level, which is the European reporting framework. Now this has, the European reporting framework is looking at the next level of standardization and harmonization, which is really very beneficial both to the regulator and to the banks. So what's coming is BIRD. It is actually, banking integrated reporting dictionary, which will standardize the way the data is looked at, the data definitions, the transformations and all of that. ANVIL is the pilot of it, and ANVIL is actually analytical data sets of credit. And on 18th of May 2016, that has been firmed up. The implementation is in September 2018, with national regulators having the flexibility of wanting to ask it earlier. So ANVIL really is the pilot. Now what's interesting about this is it is purely voluntary, but already 7 countries and 26 banks have subscribed to it, which means that the other countries and other banks would follow suit. So I really see this as a step in regulatory coherence, because underlying is the entire theme of standardization and harmonization.
Do you think that this will make a change? Will it be an improvement?
Will it change? It will, because the granularity and detail of data that is expected will be huge. Do banks have it today? Probably not. Will they have it? Yes, they will over time. The point is, once they can give data at this level of detail, the regulators will do their combinations themselves and hopefully will plow back knowledge back into this industry. So the step is, how do they get that data architecture right? How will they get the entire information blueprint right? That is really of interest. And why should bank adopt it? Simply because over time it will be cost efficiencies and process efficiencies.
What's about Italian banks?
So what I was on this, I was speaking on this parallel channel yesterday, and I've seen 3 Italian banks present. So they are already very cognizant of the need for a clean data architecture. And Bank of Italy itself is way ahead in terms of asking for some detail from the banks. So I think they were better disposed or better ready, and that's why I think Italy is already signed up to something which is voluntary. So I would think Italian banks at least understand the concept and are on that journey, and I'm sure it will take time, but yes, they will be able to make it.
How will it be put on field?
So I am from Oracle, right, which is the information company. So data is, importance of data is very well understood. The way I see this happening is, for want of a better word, to use the word regulatory hub, right? So we've seen regulatory coherence, we should see data and process coherence. So if banks think of this as a regulatory hub, whose architectural theme is build once, use many times. I think that's how they would want to grow on it, create something that is at that level of granularity that it can be used today for DPM and tomorrow for ANVIL and day after tomorrow for ERF. So it's really the future-proofing idea, and perhaps the regulatory hub is the way to go.